Hey guys, my name is Jiddybit and welcome to the British Grand Prix, round 10 of the season and a race free for the Asia Tier 2 races. Here are your qualifying classifications and the grid for this race. I'm a Myth starts on pole with a dominant qualifying lap. Kuzmic starts alongside with Brysoltz in third. The order from there is Easy U, Fricks, Eraser, Aaron, Xavier, Bright, RG and Pilot Poe. It's a lovely sunny day here in Silverstone as the boys get ready to race. We have 5 red lights and out they go. And we go racing, and the McLaren at the back seem to get a good start on the Sauber there. I'm not too sure of the position changes. It looks like Fulby Eraser is down 4 positions. A bunch of cars going off there at turn 1. The Ferrari of RG has gone off the track. And here we come into turn 3. Or looks like there was some front wing damage there. Might have been the McLaren or the Red Bull as I'm a Myth leads us away. Brysoltz gets position on Kuzmic. Pilot Poe is up 3 positions, and the guys at the back are all down 1. We're on board with Easy U at the end of the first lap as Fricks gets very slidey coming onto the hanger straight. Aaron, Gavin getting a run on both of them, and they are 3 wide. They have to be very careful here. This could end in tears. It looks like there was a little bit of ghosting. Might have saved them. The Red Bull is just holding off the Mercedes, forces them off the track a little bit. The Mercedes comes out in front. Can he get the McLaren too? No, the McLaren will stay in front for the time being. The Red Bull comes out worst of all 3 of them. And as they come onto lap 2, there is the Sauber of Fulby Eraser trying to get his positions back. He's only down 1 now. And we'll see if he can make a move into the first corner. Oh, there was some lag there or something. He's forced off the track. And he is going to have to settle in for 8th at the time being. Fulby Eraser sitting on the back of Pilot Poe coming into Brooklyn's corner, and Pilot has gone very deep into Brooklyn's. He should keep the position for the time being. Oh, he gets on the curb and gets pretty much launched across the track on Luffield and gets in the gravel, and he's lost a couple positions there. The Sauber's getting all the screen time today as we follow Kuzmic trying to make a move for second on Brysoltz into Brooklyn's corner. He goes around the outside. They are pretty close together here. Brysoltz maintains his position for the time being, but Kuzmic gets a pretty decent run out of Luffield. They come down the straight here, and yes, he is right on the back, and he will come alongside. Will they go through Cops 2x2? They do. Oh, it's very close through there as Kuzmic seems to get the position. He should be able to tuck in front of Brysoltz, and he does. Very nice move. Down the Wellington straight comes Xavier and Pilot Poe looking to make a move. He is gaining on him as they approach the braking zone. Goes very deep and very late and off the track. Xavier will keep that position for the time being, with Pilot Poe having to tuck in behind. RG coming through the first corner and into the second. Pilot Poe ahead of him gets very leery on the exit there, and now RG is right on the back of him, coming up to the Wellington straight just up ahead. He'll have a good passing opportunity into Brooklyn's if he can stay close, and he is very close to the back of the Mercedes as they come down the straight. He'll get the DRS. It's now open, and it looks like he's going to make the move. We'll switch to Pilot Poe here as we see RG. Oh, they go together side by side. They are still side by side into Luffield. Oh no, and contact is made. It looks like Pilot Poe didn't want to back down, and now he's on the grass and lost the position. RG closing up on the back of Xavier as he makes a move for the inside. He gets a little bit of the sausage curb and won't be able to make the move straight away as he tries to get Xavier. He goes very wide on the grass. Oh, this is looking like a DNF. He is very lucky to only get front wing damage there. He'll be very thankful not to be out of this race as he rejoins safely onto the track. Down the Wellington straight come Eraser and Aaron. Eraser looking to make a move down the inside into Brooklyn's. This seems to be a very popular overtaking spot today, and he will get the move done. Very nice move. Aaron is looking to come back at Eraser now. After Village, they come into the left-hander. He gets a very nice run into the inside. He will stick him behind, get the DRS down the Wellington straight. Once again, a very prominent overtaking spot. And Easy U has retired, and we have a safety car. The boys will have to line up behind that car and get ready to resume racing once the debris is cleared. I've switched on board with Kuzmic here, and I'm a Myth is off the track. 5-second stop go for RG, his teammate. A lap down. Must have made contact with Myth somehow, and now he's in front of the safety car? This is getting all very confusing, and now Kuzmic has gone ahead? Maybe there was an illegal overtake there for I'm a Myth because of him going off the track? I'm not too sure here. This is very confusing as I'm a Myth going onto the grass there, seemingly letting Kuzmic by, and maybe there's an illegal overtake. under the yellow flags. Oh, and now Kuzmic has the lead. It's almost time for us to resume racing here as the safety car is going to come into the pits after Stowe corner. Kuzmic will cross that line and he will go. And the two ahead of Brysoltz get away very well. It seems like Brysoltz was a bit confused by the safety car line there. And we'll see if Imamith, he's gone very wide onto the sausage curb. But he's actually making a move on Kuzmic for the lead here. Into turn one, they go side by side. Who will come out ahead? It will be the Ferrari of Imamith. And he will now lead this race again. Probably deserved. It seemed the safety car stuff from before was very confusing for the both of them. And now the Renault of Brysoltz trying to make a move on Kuzmic loses out a little bit. And the Sauber of Eraser behind him seems to try and make a move now down the Wellington Straight into Brooklands. They're side by side and Brysoltz stays ahead, but he goes too deep. And now Eraser has the outside line. Brysoltz trying to hang it in on the inside. Brysoltz hanging it around the outside. Oh, who is going to come out ahead? It's going to be the Sauber of Forby Eraser. And as they come into Copse, Brysoltz comes onto the inside. He thinks better of the move. Probably a wise decision there. And we'll tuck him behind. Brysoltz is looking to come back at Eraser here. Get his third back. And he gets a very nice run onto the Hanger Straight. Who will come out? Oh no, they've made contact and they're both into the wall. That'll be broken wings and pit stops for the both of him. And Aaron is now third. We follow on board with Xavier now, coming into Maggots and Beckett's as we watch ahead for Bright and Pilot Poe ahead of him. It looks like they are getting ready for a battle as Bright goes around the outside of the Chapel Curve and then he tucks in behind for the inside on Pilot Poe. They are side by side coming into Stowe. Bright has the outside line. Oh, he is very conservative through there. Gets a very late apex and Pilot Poe has run wide coming into Vale. They are side by side. Bright and Pilot Poe are going very, very conservatively through here. And Pilot Poe is just going to stick ahead. But Xavier, goes a little bit wide. Forces Bright off. Bright keeps the position for the moment. And they come through the first corner. Oh, and there's contact and that is front wing damage. Xavier's onto the grass and takes the position anyway. Luckily for Bright, he doesn't have any damage from that. And Xavier goes very wide into Village. Shouldn't contest this probably. Is going to stick it up the inside anyway of Bright. There seems to be a little bit of contact on the back wheel. They both come down onto the Wellington Straight. Xavier forces Bright a little bit off the track again. This is very, very competitive racing from these boys. No one's giving an inch or a quarter. And Xavier goes wide once again. And Bright tries to make a move but isn't able to. Bright trying to make another move on Xavier down the Hanger Straight. He's got a lot of pace. He goes into the inside. There was a little bit of lag or something there. And it looks like Bright will come out just ahead of Xavier. But Xavier pushes Bright and oh no, Bright is spun for it. Oh, that's very unfortunate. Unbelievably, it stays out of the barrier. After Bright's little excursion off track, he is now under pressure from Forby Eraser. As he seems to clip the grass, he'll have to take a little bit of a tighter line as he was on the inside there. And through the Chapel Curve comes Forby Eraser. He seems to get a decent run. He has the DRS up into overtake mode, probably into Rich as well. He goes for the outside move as they go side by side through Stowe Corner. It's very close between the two. They both manage to keep it on track. Coming into Vale. There's a little bit of a screen freeze there. Apologies for that. And Forby will take the position coming on to lap 20. Eraser is now on the back of Xavier 22, coming onto lap 22, and Xavier has gone very wide. Forby will look to take the position into turn one. He has it, and Xavier, struggling with that front wing damage of his. Xavier is under attack from Bright once more as they come through Copse. Xavier with that front wing damage is quite slow through there. And Bright is on the outside, forced onto the grass a little bit. It's very close between the two. They shouldn't really be side by side through here. And no, there's contact. It was inevitable. Eraser and Poe coming into Copse Corner now. And it looks like the Mercedes might have gone a bit wide there. He loses time to Eraser as they come into Maggots and Beckett's complex. And Eraser will just hopefully try and get a good run onto the Hanger Straight. And actually, Poe is off the track and lets Eraser by. Once more, we have another Bright and Xavier battle on the second last lap of the race. And oh no, Bright's gone off the track and into the wall. Oh, again, another driver lucky to not be DNF'd and out of this race. Now on board with I'm a Myth as he comes into the Vale corner on the last lap of the race. He is winning by 6 seconds to Kuzmic. A very fantastic job from him today, and he's going to take that checkered flag. Very nice drive. Taking a look at the classifications after the race, we have I'm a Myth taking the victory, his second in the tier, followed by Kuzmic and Aaron Gavin, both on the podium as well. From there, it's Brysoltz, Forby Eraser, Xavier, Pilot Poe, Bright, RG, Fricks, and Easy U. Kuzmic takes the driver of the day, with I'm a Myth taking the fastest lap of the race. Taking a look now at the driver's standings after round 10, we have I'm a Myth sitting comfortably in first with Brysoltz and Kuzmic following behind. From there, it's Asni and Frickfrack, who weren't able to make today's race but hold 4th and 5th respectively. Aaron Gavin, Forby Eraser, Easy U, Xavier, and Bright make up the rest of the top 10. We'll see you next round in Germany. Thanks for watching.